Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the limited edition Adeptus Mechanicus Codex. It's right here in this package. One of these will set you back £50. It's a huge amount of money just for a codex that may well go out of date in 2 or 3 years. I've never had a limited edition Adeptus Mechanicus Codex, and the artwork on this one is just incredible. I haven't seen a better artwork than this for 40k codexes since the Necron one last year. So, let's rip and tear. Here it is, and it says, "Toll the bell for the spark of life, sing the praise of the forge's heart, stoke the fires of eternal war." Look at that artwork, amazing. We've got a Mechanicus blade here. Probably not, but here it is, nice soft touch. Look at that cover art, incredible. Look at that. So we're going to have a look at this limited edition book with the interesting sounds of my washing machine in the background. Very Mechanicus kind of feel to this first look today. It's not numbered. None of the 40k limited edition books for 9th edition, that is, are numbered, whereas the Age of Sigmar's books are, and I'd much prefer if they are numbered. We know every fleeting life form is a cog in the grand mechanism. Cast off your weak flesh and accept the glory of the machine god. We know mortal frailty pales before the secrets revealed to the faithful, and with the wisdom of creation at our fingertips, there is no prize beyond our acquisition. Knowledge is eternal, knowledge is sacred, knowledge is power. There's your contents. Interesting. This was the unit that I looked at the contents and data sheet list and thought, what on earth is that? And it's a Techno Archaeologist. So that's what that is. Probably we'll get a picture of it, probably not. But there's the artwork from the front. Disciples of the Machine God. The red planet. It's a huge, huge ring around Mars. Greatest among the forge worlds of the Adeptus Mechanicus is Mars. Will we do that? Will we turn Mars into a forge world? Keepers of divine law, the holy orders, the magi, the generators, the logi, and the artisans. Skitari legions, you've got all the different weapons there, or some of them. Warzone Metallica. The Arcane and the Ancient. So you've got Servitors, Iron Strider engines and Electro Priests. Legio Cybernetica, so you've got some Castellan robots and Cybernetica data smiths. You've got Explorator fleets. Mars. Belisarius Call. Lucius. Agrippna. Styges 8. Greya. Or Greya. Greya probably. Metallica. Riser. Triplex Fall, Demos, Voss Prime, Griffon 4. A little bit of a story there. Illuminatum Mechanicus. Now, if you didn't already know, this is kind of like the first 9th edition Codex that has all of the Mechanicus in. We didn't have this last time around. We just had the Psychic Awakening book, which had the new units in. Arch Magos Dominus Belisarius Call. You've got a Tech Priest Manipulus. The rules. Now this will be quite a chunky part of it. So Battleforge rules, you've got Combat Patrol, so they advertise that Combat Patrol there. Detachment abilities, Forge Worlds, so you've got Mars, you've got Lucius, Agrippnar, Grya, Styges 8, Riser, Metallica, and then Distant Worlds. You've got Stratagems, Holy Orders, Logi, Magi, and Artisans, or Logi, or Magi, however you want to pronounce them. Warlord traits. Got some relics. They look cool. I like the fact that they now put some pictures in the relics. I'm a big fan of that. This is one of the art pieces, beautiful art piece that was on one of the other books, codexes, quite a few years ago now. Crusade rules, requisitions, battle traits, crusade relics, weapon enhancements, Archaeotech treasures. There's the page keeper. I prefer it if it was in line with the colour of armies and things, like if it was red, that would be nice instead of just this black. But power sources, weapon parts, force field parts, Techno Arcana parts, Crusade army, data sheets. Here we go. You've got Canticles on the Omnisire. Omnisire. Right, so here we go. You've got Belisarius Call. That's nice. I like the colours. It would have been nice to actually use this space here for a picture of him. And then right here you've got Tech Priest Manipulus, but then you've just got a picture that kind of should be in the other selection of pictures. I'd rather just have the Manipulus there. You've got the Tech Priest Dominus, and then the Techno Archaeologist. The Techno Archaeologist model was actually first debuted in, I think, Blackstone Fortress. I think it was Escalation. I may have to get that for that model. You've got a Skitarii Marshal and a Tech Priest Engine Seer. My lord. Right, so how many HQs have we now got? Well, normal, I say standard HQs. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting quite HQ heavy. Troops, you've got Skitarii Rangers and Skitarii Vanguard. Okay, now that we've got the washing machine quieted down and it's completed its cogitation cycle, we can concentrate fully on the rest of this book. So yes, you do have Cataphon Breachers and the Destroyers as troops. They're the only troops though. The Rangers, the Vanguard, and the Breachers and Destroyers. You've got Servitors coming in for elites with the Fulbright Electro Priests and the Corpuscari Electro Priests. The Cybernetica Datasmith, Sicaran Infiltrators, and the Sicaran Ruststalkers are all for elite as well. Then we're on to fast attack in the form of Cerberus Raiders, Cerberus Sulphur Hounds, Taraxi Sterilizers, Taraxi Skystalkers, the Iron Strider Ballistari, and the Sidonian Dragoons. Heavy support, we start off very heavy with the Castellan Robots, the Scorpius Disintegrator, and the Onega Dunecrawler. For transport, we've got the Scorpius Dune Rider, and I do like what they've done here, showing you a picture of the model, a picture there. I can only hope that they continue to do this. I mean, I would prefer a picture like that, but just the Sky Marshal, or like that with just the Dominus, but because this, it looks like a, you know, catalogue to buy things really. For flyers, you've got the Archaeopter Transvector, you've got the Stratoraptor and the Fusilave, or Fusilave. You've got the weapon profiles there, and there, ranged and melee. You've got the points values, that's nice. I would have preferred the font to be a bit larger, but and then some lovely artwork by John Blanche, amazing. You've got the glossary and the reference as well. So sets you back 120 pages, which is actually shorter than the previous Adeptus Mechanicus. You'll see a big glaring omission from this book, and that is knights. No knights whatsoever. It kind of destroys all of the knights that Mechanicus have in their lovely red paint schemes. There's a big push for them, and they're no longer in the Adeptus Mechanicus Codex. Whoever's decision that is, that's a really poor one, I have to say, especially as Adeptus Mechanicus were always quite fragile. They didn't have a high toughness. They didn't have the best saves, they had some potent weaponry, and knights at the time when Adeptus Mechanicus were quite fledgling in their army composition used knights as a very decent ally, and it's a real shame that they're missing from this book. I think they should have been included, even if you only had you know, like 5 different knights or so. I also think that Forge World should get on board with this and have a Mechanicum Codex for 40k with all of the Mechanicum Horus Heresy units brought into 40k as well, as a separate book though. What do you guys think of this Adeptus Mechanicus Codex? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.